This is exactly what I meant when I said I wanted to be thrown around. Throw me, baby. Pick me up, slam me. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island USA Season 4, episode... What episode is this? 7? 6? I think it's 7. You guys, USA did not come to play. USA did not come to play because I actually have like 2 pages full of notes. Okay, so buckle up because we got a lot to get through. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below because we need to talk. Last episode left us on, it didn't leave us on a cliffhanger, but the fallout of the recoupling hadn't quite happened yet. So after the recoupling, Sydney is commending Andy on his guts to pick her.
It's pretty sexy, you doing that, pretty bold.
You're telling me.
Your speech almost made me tear up a little bit. I was like, oh my God.
Now, Sydney, for me, the verdict is out on how I truly feel about her because I feel like she's a little wishy-washy. We're gonna get into it a little bit later as we talk about the episode more, but I'm like, Sydney, I don't know. Like, I feel like she does a lot of pointing fingers at Andy, but she's just as big of a culprit in this whole situation as he is. When it comes to some other guys in the villa, Timmy, namely, is confused where this connection even came from. Baby, same.
I'm not trying to hate on it. It just don't seem like a vibe. I'm calling bullshit. Having one final conversation with her, then knowing he's gonna pick her.
I think, okay, so based off the live that we did, I think the consensus is that Andy likes a certain look, right? And even though he says, oh, the blonde is his type or whatever, I think he likes a different type as well that maybe he hasn't quite acknowledged yet. Both Courtney and Sydney share that aesthetic. And so when he went for Sydney, I was still like, I don't see what it is. But after somebody pointed it out on live, I was like, okay, aesthetically there's something there because mentally, emotionally, commonalities, I just don't see it for him and her. After all of this side conversations, Isaiah and Andy finally have a talk.
Bro code, bro. Like, you should have told me that. If I was your homie, you would have told me about this shit, bro.
And I understand that. I get that. I do. I apologize.
That's all I gotta say.
You know what? I have to respect Andy for standing in it. I do. Andy was like, listen, I did what I did. I'm gonna stand by my actions. I'm not gonna sit here and give you excuses. It is what it is. Okay. Okay, Andy. I didn't expect the mama's boy to really buck up like that, but I'm here for it. I am. I feel like a lot of the reasons why, like, I don't like how people move in the villa, like if I'm talking about the UK version, like somebody like Tasha. Tasha would like jump back and forth, but then say a different story to Andrew. Be like Andy. Be like, yes, I did it. And I would do it again. Like, just stand 10 toes down. Sydney tells Zeta that she knew the decision was coming because of the kiss she had with Andy prior.
He kissed me?
When? Before or after the breakup?
Before.
No, I'm deceased.
No.
Are you sad a bit? I know. But just know he's feeling it too. He's just a lad, so he's not going to be crying.
It's clear at this point that Sydney still has feelings for Isaiah. So seeing Isaiah move towards other women, it's going to be a situation. Literally in this episode, it took less than 24 hours for it all to go to crap. So, Sydney, babe, maybe your heart is just not ready for this kind of process. Maddie talks to Isaiah, and they're both sharing about like how disrespectful everything went down. And honestly, I do agree. I feel like I don't have a problem with the way that Andy handled things prior to the actual recoupling. I feel like if you want to go chat to a girl, go ahead and do that. I don't feel like you need to go and ask the guy permission, especially if they're not in a like legitimate couple or if they're not official like that. So I think him going to Sydney first, seeing if there was a connection there was great, but he should have told somebody, at least Maddie or Isaiah, before the recoupling, because now they're both salty.
Like, I just wish that Andy would have been more upfront with me. Because otherwise, I would have pulled you more.
Yeah, he wasn't upfront with me either.
I would have definitely chatted up with you a lot more if I'd have known this.
You like blondes, do ya?
I do. You're gorgeous. You
Oh,
are.
thank you.
Just chat. Just chat. This season, I feel like is with the exception of like Felipe. Yeah. With the exception of Felipe and Jesse, this season, a lot of people are really zeroing in on their person so quick. It's not everyone, but it's a good majority. Explore. It's early days and nobody's official. This is the time where you can move mad and nobody is going to judge you for it as long as you were honest and respectful. Don't just lock in on one person and then be shocked when somebody better comes in. That's the whole premise of the show. It's the whole premise of the show. Explore. Timmy Turner. You know, at this point, he was giving me butterflies.
I don't want anybody else to enjoy Baby Z like that. Yo, Z, I like you.
You like
lot.
me?
I like you a lot.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Could you see us on the outside of it?
I want to, yeah, I could.
I love to see my girls being adored. Honestly, even if they weren't my girls, they deserve it. We in life just deserve a person who adores us, who gives us that affection that we're looking for, who doesn't make us feel insecure, who doesn't make us feel child, y'all knew what I said. However, the little question at the end, it did shake me a little bit because I'm like, it is early days, so I understand why he was hesitant to answer, but he could have said something else to give her that assurity that he could see something on the outside, and we're later on going to see that he regrets saying that. I was like, well then why? Maybe it was just like a deer in headlights situation where he just blurted it out. Timmy, you messed up, man. You messed up. Andy and Maddie finally have a conversation this whole night. I don't know if they were dodging each other or maybe the editing is making it seem like they were avoiding each other all night. They finally have a conversation and Maddie's not here with the games.
You kept saying to me how we needed to be like 100% honest with each other and you were not giving that to me. We can be friends, but romantically, the bridge is burnt.
Yes, Maddie Boo, know your worth. The bridge is burnt, because if he would have handled it with care, maybe he still would have had an opportunity with her, you know. It's still early. Her personality is still coming out of the shell, and he just prejudged her. He was like, yeah, she's too rigid for me. Like, give her time, you know. But the way that he handled it, I'm with Maddie. Bridge is burned. As the night comes to a close, she's getting really cozy with Isaiah, and in the bed they share a kiss, which of course in the morning when the girls are doing their little debrief, she shares with Sydney, who doesn't take it well.
Isaiah did kiss me goodnight.
Oh, really? Okay.
On the lips?
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to watch him do that. I think what upsets me is that it's not like that kiss was in front of people, like it was private, you know?
I keep saying she's tender. I feel like maybe she just recently got out of a relationship. I don't remember her bio, but like, why is everything so emotionally triggering for Sydney? It's only been a week and she's done cried almost every night. It's just, whew, Sydney girl. Staying on Sydney for a moment, she talks to Isaiah later that morning, and I can't lie, he clocked her. He did. He was clocking the BS as soon as she started talking.
How shocked are you?
I told him that I was very happy with you and that I have real feelings for you.
But obviously some shit was co-signed. Let's be real.
Clearly you'd want to also get to know other girls.
I'm gonna try to get to know Maddie for sure, but like I can already tell you that it's not really going anywhere.
Really?
Absolutely.
So here's the thing that confuses me. If he's clocking the BS from Sydney, and if he's aware that it's not gonna go anywhere with Maddie, why leave the door open for either one of them? Why say I'm still gonna get to know Maddie more and I still wanna pursue a connection with you when you're already seeing that she's BSing you and you're already seeing that there's nothing here with Maddie? What's the point? Like, just wait for other people to come in. I don't get men. Like, maybe is that why I'm single? Because I don't understand this way of dating. I just don't get it. So like we touched on earlier, Timmy was regretting telling Zeta that he could see something on the outside, right? Now that he's lamented on the thought, he thinks that he was prematurely giving her an answer, and what if new people come in and his head turns? It's gonna be a mess.
That's such a far gone question, bro. It's week 1, and it's like, I told her yes. That question kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm just like, I don't want to get caught in a situation where I'm answering questions that shouldn't be answered yet. Yo, women be fast-tracking me, try to speed me up in real life, bro. My
thing is, at this point, he still has time to amend the statement. He can go to her and be like, hey, yeah, definitely if things go well for us throughout this process, I would hope to want to explore something with you. But while we're in here, I think we owe each other the free will to go and explore different connections. And then if we get back together, you know, then that's great. Just him not saying anything, which ultimately he doesn't say anything. He just talks about how much he shouldn't have said. He sees things on the outside instead of actually going and telling Zeta. He shot himself in the foot. Because Zeta she's no dull crayon in the box, you know? If you tell the woman, hey, this is how I feel like we should handle this process, she's a big girl. She can take it. But if you have already now sold her a dream, and then you're going to switch up on her, now she's going to be mad. And she's going to be right to be mad. Moving on to the challenge, we have Dolph Ziggler, I think his name was, who hosts, and it's a WWE-inspired challenge. I'm not gonna lie, I actually enjoyed watching it. It was fun to see them throw little jabs at each other. Some fell flat, some hit hard. Speaking of hitting hard, a lot of people hit the ground very hard, but it was cute, I can't lie. It was a nice little challenge. After the challenge, Sydney is talking to the girls. And she's kind of throwing Isaiah under the bus, and I'm like, what's going on here?
I feel bad for Andy, but he kind of did this shit to himself. When another girl walks in here, exactly, he might be like, oh, I like her better, you know what I mean?
Sydney, I'm gonna need you to not act like you weren't a willing participant in that situation. Because has she told the girls about the kiss? No, she only told Zeta. So if everybody knew that a kiss happened prior to the recoupling, then it would make sense why Andy was so confident in picking you. You gave him the green light. You even said, the ball is in your court. In the evening, she does admit that her head is more with Isaiah than it is with Andy.
I really just like Isaiah. I just wish I was with Isaiah. I'm trying to give Andy a fair shot, but I can't help it.
Yeah. He's the one that took the risk, and either you fall or you don't.
Whenever you want to let them know, Sydney. Anytime now. Anytime. See, the thing is, things move so fast in Love Island, and you don't know when the next person is coming in. You don't know when the next dumping is happening. So when you feel a shift in y'all's little coupling, you need to let the person know. Now, Maddie is seen having a conversation with, I think it was Deb and Zeta. I felt for the girl, I really did. Her sentiments were that she's tired of being second place, both in and outside the villa.
I know whenever he's kissing me, it's just to get back at her. And everything's just to get back at her. I'm really putting myself out there, and then in the end, I'm still not feeling good enough. I'm just so tired of not feeling good enough, and it's oh my God, am I the problem?
No. Oh, no.
I feel you, sis. I mean, at this point, nobody in the villa matches her vibe. Andy could have been, just because he seemed like he fit the values and the archetype that she was looking for. He did her dirty, so I understand that bridge is completely burned. Let's not even try to rebuild it. Hell no. But I also think that her personality needs to come out more. Again, it could just not be translating through the camera. For me, I'm just not taking much to her personality. But I'm if people got to see more of her in maybe the wrestling thing where she was throwing insults, just having fun, being a little more loose and free and just, jovial, maybe she would have a better chance in here. I do also want to reiterate, I don't see anybody currently that would be good for her. But it would also be good for her to just let herself loose just a little bit more. Serenity. My girl Cece. Okay. Serenity and Tyler are having a little moment on the little swing thing. I think it's the swing. I don't know. I forget. But basically, she's trying to get to know him on an intimate level.
Are you the type of person that likes to lead? Are you a little timid? Or
I like to take control.
So does it annoy you when I touch on your knee and ask to see you naked?
My love language is physical touch.
It'd be weird of me to ask for a peck.
They're hot as fuck.
I wish she didn't have to ask him. I wish she didn't have to ask him though. He doesn't take me, I don't take him. Yeah, I don't take him as a PDA kind of guy, so maybe that was the holdup. But I wish he took a little more initiative in that. But it's fine. It was cute. It was great. Whatever. Then we get the announcement that the siblings are coming in. Chaz is 21 and Bria is 24. Why was Jesse so hyped like this was his cousin? Jesse was acting like he's at the family reunion and his cousins have come in. But anyways, Chaz is interested in Serenity, Deb, Maddie, and there was one more, Sydney. But it was Tyler. It was Tyler that stole the show for me.
Serenity.
Good luck.
Maddie. Oh, word? That's how you feel?
I mean, you're not going to be able to step on my toes or anything like that.
I know that's right. I know that's right. And as the episode is going on, I'm like, oh, Tyler is giving me all the energy that I need, because Bria was saying that she was into him. She kind of threw him in the hat later on. So she was into Jesse, Isaiah, and Timmy, right? Which obviously Zeta's not happy about. Tyler was not giving her no energy at all. He didn't smile. He didn't change his eye direction. He was just like, The next episode is going to be carnage. Next episode, these siblings are causing havoc and I am here for it, okay? As always, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.